How are you all? Good evening. Funny light the way it's lighting. Uh, Normally it doesn't be like this. I look like you said for a minute. Cloud or something. Uh, Now, events in 2005. On the 1st of January 2005, we used to have the Southern Health Board, the Eastern Health Board, the Western Health Board, and so on and so forth, with people that were in charge, and they couldn't do what they like with them, but they got rid of them. Mr. Mihal Martin. Everything he touched turned into don't know what. He was responsible for this H.S.E. to save money. Does he know what he's at it on? So on the 1st of January 2005, the H.S.E. was established, and the H.S.E. ambulance service was established. And look what they've done. Look what they've done. Taking out crosses out of hospitals, putting up football jerseys in some of them, and taking the crosses out and the Sacred Heart of Jesus and statues and all the rest of it out of St. Vincent's Hospital in Ballsbridge in Dublin. Oh, what a crime! I did a video yesterday about a nun in Holland. They put up crosses in the hospitals over there, in the hospital that she was involved in, and the Nazis, of course, the German Nazis, ordered her to take them down. They didn't recognise crosses. What do you make of that? And she was beheaded later on. She wouldn't do whatever it was they wanted. Yeah. When she was comparatively young, 50 or something. Maybe a bit younger even. So that's what the Nazis did, and this is what the H.S.E. has done, because they must have been the ones that took out the crosses, and suggesting that anyone in these hospitals bring in your own cross, get your relatives, order them to do it, bring it in, and Sacred Heart of Jesus, they could have up here in the wall, or a picture of that. Put it up. That that brings goodness. What this crowd, this H.S.E. and this Department of Health, they're not doing good. Now, H.S.E. And Cork be the hobby. What happens there? They became the European capital of culture. Yes, culture. Off you go down to Cork in 2005. Experience culture. That's a great honour of the whole of Europe. Yes. So there they are. They were celebrating down in Cork, I'd say. Cade Mila Fáilte when any these ones turned around. Well, come look here. See your city, the culture, the culture capital of Europe. Show us all your beauty. Oh, there are plenty. And there are fountains down there too. Patrick Street is a joy. I hope it still is, because there was in my time. Hope they didn't widen the footpaths and do what they're doing in Dublin. Destroy the widest street in Europe now, and you wouldn't know what to make of it. And then over here, another celebration. They must have been blue in the face with all these celebrations. Ireland celebrated the Hamilton Year of Physics, whoever he was. Celebrated the Hamilton Year of Physics. Was he an Irish fella? Hamilton doesn't sound Irish to me. Sounds English nearly. And then in Clones County, Monaghan. It's quite near the border. Narrastreeson Hills. It's in it. It's a funny little town. I often have important football matches there. They have a lovely pitch. But don't forget, in the housing estate there called Little Pace, what do you think happened? They were hit by a small tornado, That reminded me of fun. There was a tornado somewhere in Galway one time, and people were in their caravan or mobile home, holidaymakers, I think. And because it didn't shift up over a couple of 100 yards with the tornado, and them in it. I don't know what happened. I don't believe it. I don't think it was broken. They're a good one. Look at what's happening in Hawaii. Oh, the devastation there. We say prayers for them. I've said prayers for them. There's something happening there. This is. I'll be doing one I didn't want to do it this evening about Saint Faustina. I'll do it tomorrow morning, please God. Now, so that's it. We won't go any further on that subject. There was good things happening, and then there was bad things. The H.S.E. doesn't sound a good thing to me. There's too many chiefs, I think, and not enough Indians. It's always the way, isn't it? There's all sorts, and it seems to be costing a fortune. We have one of the most expensive health services in the world. Now, we have good, dedicated doctors and nurses, but they're overworked in my book. Yes, so really, a lot of us go to other countries and get very well treated. Thank you very much. A joy to have them. And we used to have great nurses here that only had a primary cert. Mr. Martin, that brought in the H.S.E, went from the primary cert to university education. Did you ever hear such nonsense in all your life? A lot of girls want to be nurses that might have the yetter cert and they'd be great. So when the Christian TV gets going, that's what we'll be advocating. For somebody to have something up here between their ears and do something good for the country. Have our lovely Irish nurses. They have a great care. Our ladies that are nurses have great sympathy for the patient. Anytime I was in hospital there a couple of years ago. Yeah. Had me blood pressure or whatever it was, or was out of order. Something was out of order, so I was up in the cardiac unit for 2 days, but then it was game ball. So there you are. So like they do good, and I admire them, but it, it's not good to have the way that they were changed from the Southern Health Boards and to this just monolith. No, see the government can control it then. Isn't that right? And tell them what to do and how far to jump. Yeah. No, you want local control, don't you? That's the best. Bye now. Right, the rest of the evening. Yeah, it was quite a warm there in the afternoon, wasn't it? Bye now.